Go, go.
Boom, boom.
Go, go.
Boom, boom, boom. We are live.
All right,
We
John.
are live. Wait,
So
wait.
what?
Okay, yeah, just keep going.
So what's up, dog?
What's up?
How you been?
Yeah, pretty good. You know, just a little under the weather, but
How
it's
you
okay.
really been?
Not good.
What's been going on? Let's talk about it.
Well, you want me to talk about it?
Just tell me what's up.
Well, I just had a breakup and not good, but and a solid Nosferatu. So,
How we feeling today, though?
yeah, we're feeling pretty good. I mean, as good as one can be.
I think so too. I feel fucking great. All of a sudden, it's amazing how good you can feel when you take care of your body and your mind, and then you're just chilling.
You got kombucha,
We got coffee.
sponsored by
Coffee.
Pink Lady Apple Health Aid. Sponsorship.
No, don't say that. We want a sponsorship.
Where I'm sponsoring them. They're not sponsoring us. I'm sponsoring them by drinking their product.
But that would
Shake.
mean that you wouldn't say sponsored by. You would say sponsoring.
Yeah. Sponsoring Pink Lady Apple kombucha.
Yeah.
Well,
Good job.
yeah, Nosferatu. I don't know. I feel like, we can call this a Nosferatu episode, but I feel like Jimmy and you would be the
Yeah, I know.
best.
It's going to be a pain in the ass to get him, though, to talk about it.
Yeah. See, John don't really want to go like I already, I already relived.
You don't want to dissect it.
I don't want to relive the 60s.
You don't want to dissect Nosferatu.
Yeah. I mean, we can just brush it, I guess.
Would you recommend? Yes or no?
I'm not going to go in depth into it, but yes, absolutely, hands down, probably the most horrifying film I've ever seen, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Robert Eggers is great.
It made my blood curdle.
Curdle?
Curdle. I know, but I was being funny. It made my blood curdle.
Okay, cool.
It had they went there on multiple degrees. They killed kids right in front of your face. They had hardcore Satanism type material.
Mm-hmm.
They had really, the audio blew my mind. And that's a really technical perspective, but the layering of the sounds, the music,
Mm-hmm.
and when Nosferatu talked,
Bill Skarsgård is a great actor.
Oh,
he's really good.
It had me in a trance.
He's
Every
the guy
time he
who
talked.
did. Do you know how he actually sounds? Pull up a video of what he actually sounds like.
How you spell it?
Bill.
Bill.
It might be easier if I just type it in.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, let's just see. See what he actually sounds like.
Yeah, look at that. He looks kind of young.
He is young. He played Pennywise.
Really? Oh, he did play Pennywise.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
Well, it's very good to have you here. You're from Sweden, I understand?
I'm from Stockholm, that's right.
Stockholm.
That's his
Yes,
voice.
I've heard of that. What goes on
I'm
in
from
Stockholm? Is it a fun
Yeah, like fucking Mickey Mouse. No, that's the vocal range is unbelievable.
I've been sort of on the road
Yeah,
for
yeah.
7 years. So I'm trying to figure it out.
acting and going around and whatever. Do you have
Yeah.
a home?
I've
or
been
you with your
baseless
family?
for 7 years.
All right, fuck Jimmy
For those-
Kimmel. Show sucks.
Whoa.
But yeah, just to show
Whoa.
that's what he actually sounds like, comparing what Count Orloff actually did. It's incredible.
Oh, dude, I did not think that was that guy.
Fuck yeah,
Dude, I
that's
thought-
him.
I thought it was the most just horrifying.
You thought it was actually that guy.
No, the way they did his voice was insane.
And that's not audio enhancement or anything. That's actually him. That's him doing all of that.
Dave, won't you come to the window?
Yeah, dude, it was great. The best parts to me were, I thought everybody kind of killed it. I really like Nicholas Hoult, the guy. Oh fuck, what's his name? Thomas. Mm-hmm. He's really good. I thought Lily James was great in it.
Yeah.
Like the acting of her being possessed, that was fantastic. And of course, Willem Dafoe.
Oh yeah,
Dude, William Dafoe might be my favorite actor right now.
Yeah. No, he's every time I see him, it's like a joy. Like I get a smile on my face.
He's
William
an absolutely
Dafoe.
golden one, dude. And I saw this. We need to go see the Return, the Odysseus story.
Yeah,
the latter part of the Odysseus story with Ralph Fiennes, who
Is
I
William
fucking
Dafoe
love.
in The Return?
No. But I don't know why I thought of this. What that made me jump to. Christopher Nolan is making The Odyssey. He's going to be coming out with The Odyssey, the movie.
The Nosferatu guy?
No. Christopher Nolan, that would be actually probably wouldn't be good because he didn't do
Robert
Adventure
Eggers,
well.
Yeah, that's him.
No. Christopher Nolan did Inception, all those movies, Dark Knight, all that stuff. I think this is a hot take.
Yeah.
People are not going to like this. I think Christopher Nolan is very overrated as a filmmaker. Ooh. I kind of feel like the same thing with Scorsese. I get why he's so big. Goodfellas is great. Interstellar is trash, in my opinion.
What?
I know. A lot of stuff that he did, I think when I was young, when I was like 14 and I saw Inception, or when I saw The Dark Knight, which is probably his best movie, I thought that it was fantastic. Like one of the best movies I've ever seen. Watching it again, though, his pacing is just... I just don't like his style. I just don't like it. Everything is so... It's so slow and kind of forced in a certain way. Like, there's never a break. He doesn't let the scene just breathe. It's a very, very modern method of filmmaking, which I don't like. That's why Eggers is so good at what he does in capturing, story. We can pick that apart, whatever. We'll save that for the Jimmy podcast. But the reason why he's so good at capturing horror is because he knows how to let the scene breathe. Like he'll follow and let the performances speak for themselves. Like think of The Lighthouse. A lot of it was just a static shot. But the characters are moving around and the dynamic between them. But he started off as a theater director before he made his first film. And so he has that experience. You can see exactly why. I really don't like that method of filmmaking that's so just nonstop, fast, like 4 seconds to every cut, 4 seconds to every cut.
Yeah. And like I said, that the lady who played the main lady,
Lily James,
you said her possession scenes, insane. Like the movements
when she would start having epilepsy.
Yeah, the movements of her body was like, are they like CGIing? They had to be CGIing her like body or something, or is she actually like manipulating herself like that? Like,
yeah.
Shivers up my spine, but yeah, I mean, overall, Nosferatu was, I would say, go see it for sure.
Not for the faint of heart.
Hands down, yeah, not for the faint of heart at all. It's, I mean, yeah, like I said, this for me, it was like the gravitas of the sound. Maybe that's because we were sitting in the very front row or something. That could have been it.
Yeah.
But like the sound of like deep iron doors going, brrr, and then like him being like, "Sit, call me Lord," like that kind of thing. I was like, "Geez, this is like incredible."
Yeah. Soundtrack too. I'm gonna totally get that soundtrack.
Yeah. But in other news, I think another thing to talk about. I mean, we can talk about Nosferatu a little more if you want to, but I think, like I said, I think you and Jimmy will be able to like
chisel that one. That'd be a whole Nosferatu
that'd be
podcast.
A dissection, not a chisel. That's like, okay, we're gonna like surgically take
an operation
this nerve out.
Yeah.
Like this little nerve. Talk about the Elon Musk civil war that's happening right now.
I haven't followed that at all.
I can.
I know it's the the B1 visa is where it's all around something. I forget the exact name.
So I can update you on it and just like tell you what it is, and then like we can just like pick that a little bit because I think that would be a hot thing to post right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now.
Do you have something like an interview or something like that? Is there anything?
Really, it's actually kind of a tweet war. It's like multiple tweets. So
Vivek is on his side too, isn't he?
I think so, yeah, because he's like running the Doge Commission or whatever. But
Has Trump said anything?
So okay, it all starts with like, and Musk is doing great in this Doge sense of like, hey, this Frankenstein bill is about to be passed that's got all this like unnecessary stuff, bringing awareness and stuff like that. But then there was like a moment where the blue side was like, oh, President Musk, I see like Elon Musk is the president now. And like
they're going to continue to do that.
They're obviously trying to divide Trump and Elon Musk.
That is their strategy. Elon Musk is enemy number one.
But Trump did have a moment where he, on an interview, he was like, "No, Elon Musk is not going to be president." He literally goes,
"I saw that.
I'm safe. You know why? Because he wasn't born in the United States."
Yeah.
So there is like you can just see like Trump is still like he's got like a dog in him. He always has a dog in him. So he's like no. Like I'm like he did have to say like no. I'm the president, motherfucker, kind of thing. So so that was like the start of that. So then there's a civil war on the red team where Elon Musk and a bunch of tech people, like Tech Money, the owner of Palantir, which is a whole big thing. Palantir is a very interesting conversation. I don't know if you've ever. It's Peter,
don't know anything about
Peter
it.
Thiel.
Okay, yeah, know him.
He was an ex-PayPal. It's part of the PayPal mafia, which is like a real thing. Like they all went. Elon was a part of the PayPal mafia, where they all went to found these like big tech companies and stuff like that. Palantir basically takes vast amounts of data and is able to organize it into readable charts and things and then influence those systems. So like if there's a rise in Ugandan nationalism on the internet, they can target, find out how it's happening, and stifle it so they can single-handedly exterminate rises in political and political and ideological ideas across space and time.
Okay.
So they can literally like stifle political, ideological ideas before they become something.
Through social media, through news,
through everything. It's like a you know what a Palantir is too. It's from the Lord of the Rings. They took the Palantir from the Lord of the Rings. It's the ball that
yeah.
It's the ball that allows you to see into another Palantir. Like whatever you're looking into, you see in another one. And I remember Gandalf was like you never know who's looking on the other end, basically. Like don't look into it. And so yeah, Peter Thiel, tech people are like, yeah, now that we got the presidency kind of thing. And Peter Thiel actually financed J.D. Vance, the vice president's whole career. He was like a nobody, brought him up, made him somebody. All the way, like went from like dabbling barely into like House or Senate or whatever he was, I'm not sure, directly to the vice president of the United States. And so yeah, it's like the tech right, they call it. The tech red team is for this bill that is what it is. It's high income earning immigrants are brought into the United States on that bill. And so from like Musk's point of view, it's like, hey, well, I want the most high income immigrants to work at
No, I think
Tesla.
you're saying it slightly wrong. It's not high income. It's actually less expensive. It's cheaper labor. It's importing.
Well, it is cheaper labor, but there is
It's importing the 0.01% of engineers from places like India, China, wherever.
The bill does have a test. I think it was it's basically skill. You have to have high skill.
Yes.
Yeah, high skill. So it's not just like any immigrant. You have to be a high skill like engineer or something like that. And they're like, oh, that's how the United States always was. And so Elon Musk got like really like lost his marbles, like yelling at so many different people. Like you could tell it's like, oh my gosh, this is the most unhinged Elon Musk has ever been, where he was like back up and fuck your own face from like Tropic Thunder. Like, I will go to war. Let's look at this tweet real quick, just so you can see. Let's see, Elon. That's the best way. Maybe that'll find it. Yeah. The reason I'm in America along with so many critical people who build SpaceX, Tesla, hundreds of companies is because of H-1B, which he actually didn't come to America because of that. He got like a student visa. Take a big step back and fuck yourself in the face. I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend. So that's like, whoa, kind of thing. And so part of the red team is like, no, we need to like clamp down immigration. So it's a whole like divide, and it's like in the past Trump has been anti-immigration, but lately he's been for
specific
that
immigration.
kind of immigration. Yeah,
I
and
saw
it's
something
like,
that's. He said that if you have a college degree from any university, then you're entitled to a green card.
Yeah, which a lot of people did not like on the red team. That
I
was
agree
like,
with that. I don't agree with that idea.
Yeah, like 2016 Trump was the opposite of that.
He actually did a lot to suppress that H-1B.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
what do you think about all that? What's your take?
When apparently there was like something where like Trump invited Elon Musk for Christmas and like, or something, and then like Elon Musk, I don't know. There was basically there's some
internal
tension.
beef.
There's some tension. Yeah, and people are all like talking about it, and it's a whole philosophical discussion. Which, I mean, we don't have to go into. I mean, I said enough for us to get clips.
I think that importing high-skilled labor is a very good thing, and that is a part of innovation. What is it? Operation Paperclip? You know what that is?
Yeah, where they imported the Nazi scientists.
Exactly.
For the rockets.
And basically built NASA.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that is very good. I think, though, that if you're importing them to replace American jobs, then that's not good. I think that there has to be a balance between those.
Well, yeah, and then a lot of
because you don't want to just close off innovation and highly skilled people that we want those people.
Well, and then a lot of it was like they're importing people from India because a lot of the top tech CEOs are actually Indian right now.
You know, it's funny too. You know where
Like,
the top chess grandmasters are from?
Where?
He actually just won. He's 18 years old, the youngest grandmaster. No, the youngest world champion in chess history is Gukesh something or another, but he's from India. He's 18 years old, and he beat Ding Liren. I think that's his name. Ding Liren from China. But it's typically India is huge. China is huge. America has a couple, but not. I think the only American world chess champion was Bobby Fischer of all time. Russia is huge, but it's a lot of these Eastern countries where a lot of those chess grandmasters come from, because it's very chess. The thing with chess is I love chess. It's a beautiful game because of the defined rules. Like if you play a game like Dota, it's great because of the unbound limits and like all these moving parts. Chess is just 64 squares and I think 16 pieces on either side. So it's clearly defined, but once you get to a certain point, the only way for you to progress is by pattern recognition, which is very similar to mathematics. And so it's like your ability to comprehend mathematics.
Yeah.
Pattern recognition. But it's different in a very interesting way than music. Music is pattern recognition, but there's a lot more creative freedom when it comes to that. Like the way that I play music, the way that I see the neck of a guitar is by recognizing similar things that I can point to.
Yeah.
And it's like navigating the space freely between that. Chess is very structured, very formulaic in how it progresses.
Yeah.
And those people are the best.
Well, so yeah, and then a big thing was like, oh, we found out, like Elon Musk even commented like, people don't want immigrants, people don't want high skilled labor, blah blah blah, and then people hate Indians. Like that was like another thing. Elon Musk was like, yeah, that's what it seems like. And obviously
that's not true.
Wait, and then so a lot of the highest tech companies are Indian CEOs, but a lot of people made the point of like, hey, the two top dogs in Twitter, when Twitter went awry and were censoring people, were like two Indians, like Perel or something like that, and this other girl.
I remember her.
And they were like, they were some of the most like untuned in, like, oh, censor American, like not tuned in.
Were they Indian though, or were they American citizens with Indian heritage?
I think they might have been. I mean, we can look it up.
The girl, I think I remember, she was American. She had no accent whatsoever.
Twitter.
But this goes into a bigger conversation, which is essentially other nations.
Indian-born American.
Mm-hmm.
Indian-born, yeah.
Okay. Well, it goes into the question of loyalty, immigration and loyalty to America.
Yeah, and how, if you're coming from India that obviously has a different type of culture,
mm-hmm.
and how in tune they are with the American culture, and like America might want like more value type ideas rather than like analytical type ideas. So it's like it becomes like a culture kind of warfare. And another thing, it got like even more interesting because JD Vance's wife is Indian, and he has like a picture of him with like the red dot on his forehead kind of thing. And it's like it was like a whole like Elon Musk was screaming at people, like never seen Elon Musk unhinged, and like that unhinged him.
It's so weird.
And they started censoring people. Yeah, they started shutting down accounts on X that were criticizing.
No.
Yeah, they started.
No fucking
They did
way.
mass suspension of accounts that were criticizing the H1 bill or whatever.
As in Musk's X.
Yeah, Musk's X just started doing mass censorship of accounts.
That's fucked.
And well,
that's totally fucked.
Some of them were the Groypers, like the Nick Fuentes followers.
Still,
that's
fucked.
Yeah,
the whole idea of free speech is allowing speech that you don't like.
No. And so people were like, here we are, deja vu, back where we started. And it's like
yeah, I'm not for that at all.
We thought Musk was going to be, accounts suspended. Like, it'd be the top posts. Yeah, look, Elon Musk.
What's it saying?
Like multiple accounts suspended. Yeah. See, there's like a Groyper. They had like tons of accounts suspended. Like it was like lists. People are saying, is Elon Musk still suspending accounts as a Christmas gift? Last night it was massive. I guess Indians are untouchable here on X. Posted an old tweet of Elon Musk saying freedom of speech is the bedrock of democracy. Wait, am I on? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's not good.
Yeah, account suspended. So who has more of a list? Yeah, see multiple accounts. And these accounts did have like big followings. Yeah, here like a whole list. Like I said, a lot of them are the Groypers, the Nick Fuentes followers, but it is like suspended for opposing H1B peacefully. Don't gotta go into that, but yeah, this came right after Elon Musk blamed coordinated spammers for encouraging the pushback against Silicon Valley's push for immigration. Some of these accounts had over 50,000 followers. So yeah, it was a whole thing. Like there's a lot of drama about it.
Is it ongoing?
It's ongoing right now. Like yeah, it's like a thing happening right now. Like where people are saying like no, big accounts need to be like, yo, Elon Musk, what's going on here, dog? I thought we were freedom of speech. I thought that was the whole point. Yeah, I thought that was the whole point of it.
Or is it just to push an ideology?
No, see,
Which is the same
and I
thing.
did see that. I was like, ooh, that does make me kind of angry at Elon Musk. This is where I can easily criticize someone I actually
Admire.
enjoy. It's
Yeah.
like, no, dude, you have ultimate power right now, and you're starting to abuse it right now.
Yeah.
You're
Absolutely.
you're the most wealthy person on the planet, bar
Mm-hmm.
none. You own the biggest social media company. You own space exploration company and like Tesla car company, where the cars can be
And Neuralink and the boring company.
Neuralink. Yeah, people were saying like, oh, Elon Musk, like, now I'm definitely not going to put that chip in my brain with how you're acting right now. Like,
Seriously.
like what are you like the Antichrist kind of thing? Like, what the heck's going on here? Because he has so much power right now. He has ultimate power almost, and it's like, he's kind of got to like step back and
He does.
and take a deep breath kind of thing.
Yeah, I think he can course correct, but that's definitely not good at all.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I think he'll realize. I think I will give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he will be like, okay, yeah.
So far in his progress, Elon Musk has been a net benefit to the planet.
But he could, if he want to,
Yes.
he could switch to the ultimate villain that ever existed.
Absolutely.
If he wanted to. It could be like Julius Caesar level, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because the H-1B bill, it actually does benefit Tesla the most, because he will be able to import like whoever he wants,
High-skilled labor,
which will drive the stock price up, which will make him even more rich, even more able to, now I'm going to buy this, buy that. And so I can understand now. It's like people are like, oh, okay, you know, I'm glad Jeff Bezos exists. I'm glad Bill Gates exists, because at least there's other. Well, yeah. Maybe not Bill Gates.
Jeff Bezos is just the epitome of like a fucking cool billionaire.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, dude, like, what am I going to do with $100 billion? Same thing. Like, Elon Musk is pushing SpaceX for the betterment of humanity. At least that's what I would make the argument of.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos is just like, yeah, man, I got like $1 billion. I want to fucking go to space, bitch. Like,
wait, no.
Fucking blast himself. No. There's such a thing. Listen to the thing of him laughing.
That's what I'm doing
pull
right
up
now.
Jeff Bezos laugh.
Yeah. No,
Hell
Be a
yes.
chef. Maybe you want to be a dancer. I don't know what you want to do.
I'm not sure my boss is going to like that. Last two.
But you do need to follow your
No, dude,
Right.
you can only laugh like that if you have fucking
So much money.
$100 billion.
Yeah. Wait,
After I'm dead.
20 minutes with you, it's already clicking down. We're going to use every one, so no droning on.
I see what you
Yes.
did.
No, that's coming up too, but that was actually not supposed to be a bad pun. And then disclosure, you are an
Dude, you got to
investor
find
in
the one
this
when he
society.
blasts, when he gets back from the rocket.
Thank you. It is great.
Best midnight snack
Well,
while
let me
you're
see.
brainstorming?
Wait, I'll search it.
I'm asleep at midnight. That's important, isn't it? Good. A guy like you actually gets to sleep. That's good.
Oh, I think that's it. That's it with the cowboy hat.
You have grander space ambitions than going to the edge of it. Did this moment motivate you to push deeper into the cosmos?
Hell yes.
Dude, what a laugh.
Oh my god.
Dude, wait, we might have to watch that
No,
again.
dude, he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Hell yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, no, think about that. Did this motivate you to push deeper into the cosmos? Hell yeah.
No, dude, he's fucking cracked. Like, divorced his wife, married a fucking like smoke show, like blowing money. Dude, he has like 100. No, I think he has $1 billion yacht.
Yeah.
He's what you want. He's just throwing, like, Elon Musk is like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna live in my little boxable, like, I don't even own a house. Jeff Bezos is like, yeah, dude, $1 billion yacht, going to space, dude, like fucking cock-shaped rocket ship, like, dude, fuck it. He is that.
Yeah. Whew. Oh man, that was too funny actually. Gosh.
Oh man,
Um.
that's
yeah.
so funny.
No, it's funny too because like the first clip we pulled up of him laughing was like an Indian interview lady. Like I double laughed at that. No, what and was he look at somebody? What are you blah, 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 blah? I was like, oh my gosh, that was like too coincidental. Like it's an Indian interview lady, like with an Indian accent, and then he does the Jeff Bezos laugh.
I think it's also people criticize the left for engaging in identity politics, but I think the right does that too.
Yeah,
In a different way, but it's still the same bullshit.
Yeah. Yep, identity politics.
Nobody's safe. The pendulum just keeps swinging. And it's so weird because back in the day when this discourse would arise, like between the richest man in the world and people supporting this bill or not, and something the president say, this would go through a series of weeks on like a New York Times editorial, article, something like that. Whereas now something happens and the world flocks to it and starts engaging, and then these things can catch fire overnight and go viral. It's just so weird.
Well, and another point too, I forgot to mention this. Someone was like, why do you want the H-1 bill, Elon Musk? Because Americans are retarded. Well, and then it'd be like, well, no, that's your fault because you don't put the effort in to train certain Americans to learn the skills. Like you need to put the effort to train the Americans to learn the skills to do that. And then the counterpoint to that was like, well, we can't train you because you're retarded.
No, I think we need both though. I think we need Americans at a high skilled position to take those jobs and to support that. Like if there's two people in the room and one of them is American and the other's Indian, who would be able to get the same position with the exact same skill and qualifications, then I would think that the American should get that job as opposed to the immigrant. As opposed to somebody with a work visa coming into the country for lesser labor. I don't think that it's ever a good point to make that the reason why we're hiring these people is because it's cheaper cost. I don't think that that's right. But I also think that you definitely need, like America does want to harvest the best and brightest of the world to be a part of the country and have like on a path to citizenship to where they'd be able to be like, we want those people. We don't want to exclude those people just based on a principle on cracking down of immigration.
Well, like I said,
we want to crack down. When people say, I want to crack down on immigration, that doesn't mean that we want to crack down on legal immigration. There's nothing wrong with that. If people are fighting tooth and nail to enter into the country legally for their family, for their future prosperity, that is the foundation of America. We want your best and brightest, but it doesn't mean that we just want to crack down on immigration itself. We want to crack down on illegal immigration and the southern border where millions of people are pouring through every year.
Well, okay, the most nuanced angle that I can think of the argument against the H-1B bill is that America has a culture, and the culture has a certain set of principles and beliefs. And if you, no matter, even if they're the most brilliant people in the world, if you bring in, like, say, it could be from China, just say H-1 bill, Chinese person that has a different set of principles and beliefs, and you put them in a high position in a company, even if they're the most brilliant person in the world and they know how to do it best, they will naturally instill their own principles and beliefs.
Yeah, but by that philosophy, then you wouldn't have had Albert Einstein to be in a position as a part of the Manhattan Project.
Well, Albert Einstein, though, had certain beliefs and principles that were very in accordance with the United States' culture and principles.
Sure.
He was a very Western, like that kind of thing.
But that's what I mean, though. It's like I would rather those people, because I think it was 60,000 immigrants a year can enter into the country through that bill, and then another 20,000 if they have a doctorate or master's degree. And so I think the path, but Albert Einstein was also a citizen.
Yeah,
He was a citizen of the United States. And so it's a question that's the same thing. It's a question of loyalty, of national loyalty or not. But that's the thing. I think that what you would actually want is to fast track those people on a road to legal citizenship, to make them a citizen of the United States.
Yeah. Well, that was the most nuanced argument that I could think of like looking deeper into like, well, of course we want the top talent, but would you want?
What you're saying is that it's really a question of national security.
Almost, yeah, almost, yeah. It's like would you want a genius, but he's a serial killer in his mind?
But that's not the same thing, though.
No.
You have to tiptoe with that.
Yeah. That's not. But it is like a say, someone thinks, I don't know. It's just it's what you want. It's what the country wants in the how you like. Well, okay.
The country wants to facilitate innovation.
The culture, though, of the United States, though, has principles.
It's a question of this, though. Do we have the people to fill those positions? To fill those high-skilled positions?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. It's if you have a country that has a certain set of principles and you bring in others with a different set of principles, they will naturally change the country to align with their principles.
I think that's true, yeah.
The people
that's true.
The people who want these principles will no longer have a country that has their principles. It'll be a different country with a different set of principles.
You're saying importing people at the highest levels of power to have influence over essentially the masses, the culture, the national identity.
Yes. And like, maybe...
But that's the thing, though. It's that we don't want to exclude people. We don't want to exclude the world's greatest minds from entering into the country legally.
You have to have...
We want to entice that. We want to incentivize that.
We have to have some kind of filter, though, because,
it's a checks and a balance system. Like
you said, if we imported all the most brilliant Chinese people, there's a high chance that a lot of them will be double agents for the CCP. Like, high chance. Like, you're importing 30,000 high intellect people from China. You don't think the CCP will have been like, hey, double agent for us, like against the United States kind of thing?
Yeah.
Because they obviously have different principles. They're communist. It's a dictatorship. Different set of principles in the U.S. It's like, and it's like, okay, what countries have
aligned principles?
Dictatorship principles,
or what countries have aligned principles with the top level thinkers in the world?
Yeah, and then you can even bring in religion into the argument. See, this would be like a really sensitive nerve. It would be like, the West obviously has been heavily influenced by Christianity. Well, Christianity has a clear set of principles.
If you wanted somebody, I think this was Cliff Connectley.
Yeah.
That had a great point. If you essentially track the progress of ethics, capital E ethics, throughout the past 2,000 years, what you're really doing is compiling a humongous volume of footnotes for the Sermon on the Mount.
Yeah.
Essentially, that is the defining ethical principle of the West.
Well, yeah, and so essentially it's like, I went to the Cow Fest, like an Indian Cow Fest the other day, and the Indian culture can be like very lovely, like a lot of peace, the art Kari Shara, whatever it's called. I don't know. I butchered that so bad. Ari Krishna, something like Hare Krishna kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like very peaceful, but it's like if you dissected India's or Hinduism. Hinduism.
Hinduism is fucked.
Oh,
period. Because of the caste system. It has beautiful philosophies. It understands. Guardini had a great point about this. All those different cultures can get to a certain aspect of truth.
Yeah.
Indian culture very much so understands the oneness of being, of creation, which is one facet of God, but it's not the entirety of God.
Where's the disconnect though? Why would you say?
Because the caste system, if you understand the caste system.
What do you mean by that?
The caste system essentially, because it believes in reincarnation. The caste system is built on the concept of reincarnation, that if you live a good, honest, noble life where you exceed your limitations, then you will be reborn into a higher caste until you reach I forget what
Nirvana?
Until you reach nirvana, correct. Until you, if you transcend reality. Whereas if you live a lower life, then you're born into essentially the slums. And they have different castes of society, where if you're in the slums, you are at the lowest caste. It is essentially impossible for you to ascend from a lower class to a higher caste based on one life, because the concept is that, okay, you can live a great life.
So you're basically damning the poor people.
Essentially, and rewarding the rich.
Okay, see, I didn't know that at all.
Rewarding the higher society.
I didn't.
Yeah, so
you put that very clearly on why you would want Christianity principles in the U.S. versus Hinduism principles.
It's Christianity. It's the mixture. Christianity is the marriage between Judaism and Athens.
Yeah.
It is the direct thread throughout history of the one true God, but also the emphasis on the self, the one, the you, the actual self, the capital S self, and the importance of that. Jesus would dine with prostitutes. He would heal the beggars. He would walk with beggars. He didn't want just the rich aristocrats, so he would take those too, because the individuality of the lowest homeless, whoever, the lowest dreg of society has still all the inherent worth of being itself.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting. Yeah, it's even the lowest individual has inherent worth.
And that the only
unalienable
way that
rights.
That's right. And the only way that you can come to that conclusion is with the pre-assumed accepted idea that God exists and that you are created in God's image. That is the reason why you have inherent worth, not because you're a human being. An atheistic philosophy would think that, well, if this is all just a random order of events, that order emerged through chaos, then it's all predetermined. It's literally just causality from the Big Bang up until now. So how can you really argue that the Holocaust was bad, that sex trafficking is bad, because this is all predetermined anyway? There really is no agency in the self. There really is no value in the self, because all of this, who's to say that a cattle, a cow on a farm that's being killed has less worth than you, John, who was born and you're a human with an intellect? There really is no, because it's all just a part of one creation. A tree in the forest could have as much worth as you.
Yeah. Very interesting. No, that was good, because I did not know that at all. I didn't understand. I knew that, I believe in Christianity, and I know it differs from Hinduism, but I only really knew about the peaceful aspects of Hinduism. So I was like, where is
all
the
that being said, that's
disagreement?
not just, you can't just write off a religion.
No, I'm not.
Because there's individuals that can still find God and find the truth and could have a far morally superior, spiritually superior existence than people who would live their life, than a Catholic priest.
I think Hare Krishna, because we went into the temple when we went to the Cow Fest, and we learned a little bit about like the Hare Krishna. It was kind of invented, I think, in like 1100 or something like that. Like
I don't know.
I don't know. No, I know this. It was after Christianity that they invented all that.
No. Hinduism is one of the oldest religions in the world, though.
But the Hare Krishna thing, let me Google this real quick. How do you even spell that? Hare Krishna.
Just like it sounds.
Hare Krishna. When did they come out? Hare Krishna movement is a Western outgrowth of the 16th century. See, so that came from the yoga tradition. It was the 16th century, but the Hare Krishna was kind of, I think they said it kind of had like some Christ-like, like they kind of like took some Christ-like Krishna Christ.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know enough about it to really speak on it.
Research more. Yeah, that'll be another podcast.
All the religions in the world can lead you to the truth, but there's a direct path to the truth. It won't be the full encompassing
Jesus,
truth. Exactly.
The life. the way.
That is the
truth.
idea that there
the
is
light.
objective truth in the world.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Well, I think that's a good ending, Garrett.
Yeah, that's a perfect place for us to stop because we got to go too.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Gotta go make
Later,
deals.
guys. Sophisticated Savages.
Later.